Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, it's been a little while since I recorded video, but I'm being really busy as far as mechanic. Not much diagnostics. I mean, definitely diagnostics, but some things very simple. So I have something that I think is going to be interesting. It's a 2009 Honda Odyssey with very low mileage for a '09. It has only 61,000 miles, as you can see there. Customer complaint is that the left rear door, the sliding door, doesn't open. Things that I noticed, let me show you that because I cannot really lock the door. I open it by lucky. Uh, the lock, it kind of pulls down on me. I pull it up and I can feel the strain of the motor, of the locking motor to pull it down, on me. So what I did to open it up is I push it up, kind of like wiggle on the handle, and then it stayed up, and I was able to manually open it. I don't know if you guys can hear the beep when I try to close or open the door. Ain't doing nothing. It's just like beep, beep. It's a warning for the limited switch or limit switch that this door has. Like, see right now, I'm pushing or pulling on the handle and it doesn't do anything. I can do the same thing in the switch. Let me see, I'm operating right now and doesn't do anything. I'm gonna do close and nothing. If I do the other door, it's working perfectly. You guys can see that, and then I can close the door, which it does the beep every time you push it when it reaches the point. So if I try to close it, it will stop the door and a beep, and then I can close it. And that is normal operation. The window itself, it does work good, so I can open and close the glass, so that's a good sign. At least the wiring is getting active. So I got the scanner connected. I haven't even ID the vehicle, so I'm gonna do this with you guys. Let me turn it on. I went to sleep. I got some updates in there. Doesn't matter. All right. Obviously, on '09 will be auto detected, and we're almost in Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody that is watching this video. I will be recording probably a small video to say Merry Christmas to all of you, my followers, and the viewers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right, so let's see what we see. And I know the Honda, and I'll tell, I can see, all the switches open, close, and I can have, or I have bi-directional controls because I have, done these before. And I think it's important to share these with all of you. So for all the techs around that have problems with this because it's very confusing sometimes how the actual door works. One thing that you also need to check is, well, I always do an auto scan in all the system, which in Honda it takes a little while. So it's in park. Yes, it is. So let's leave that in there. I do is I have the car running and I put the hose in the back. Oops, sorry, I don't want to show the license plate. So I'm gonna leave the scanner, doing the full scan, see if I have any codes, which probably in the BCM. I will have some for this door, hopefully, and otherwise we will see the um, the way the switches work on the other side because it goes from on to off. It's like three different switches, limited switches, and you'll see. So stay tuned, and we proceed with this diagnosis together. I think the full scan is done. I'm not. Let's take a look and see what we got. I set up the tripod to see. We don't have any the body electrical. We have, TPMS codes and some other things in here. Let me see. Battery voltage failure, ECM PCM relation failure. That's kind of weird. ECM PCM, they're not the same. All right, so I'm gonna save this. Let me print it for the customer, and I'm gonna save it for myself. All right, so I didn't get anything from there, so let's go to battery electrical. Hopefully you guys are seeing a little bit of what I'm doing. Probably set it up in here. Sometimes it's a little hard to share this because of the glare. Well, let me see what I can find in here. So we have the power sliding doors. Let me see how you guys can see that there. Trying to go away from the glare. So let's read codes. Obviously, it's not going to be any, which is funny, Door is not working, no codes. So we can go to active test. So left, driver motor clutch, PSD clutch release actuator, close motor. So let's move the rear latch assembly to the back of the door from the full latch position to the half latch position using a screwdriver. All right, that's not what we want. Let's, oh, look at this. And it was able to. Ha ha ha. All right, so I'm gonna show you. I'm going to press again on drive it. You see? And it's moving it. So hopefully you guys can see that in there. I'm gonna take the scanner off. Now I'm gonna drive it open. And it is going open. So, gonna open it a little more. So we do have actuations in here. But if I go over the car switch, what I hear is the bus. Either way. So I can control it with this, but not. I'm gonna close it again. So I'm going the other way. Yeah, it does it just in increments. I have to go out. So now I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I go over to left, right motor close, and you can see the sliding door behind the scanner closing. So that's it for like increments. I go on the left, right open, and that's the same thing. So, I'm gonna try the right door. Let's do it open. Yep, and it's open. Same increments. I'm going to close it, and it closed perfectly. I'd like to see if I can open the door. All right, let's try it. See, it's not really latching or anything. I'm going to try to open it now. So I got it closed by hand, so let's go open. And it did. One more time. So I got no problem doing it with the scanner. Ha. But neither the handle on the door or the switch at the front does it. I'm going to close it all the way, which is one more time. See if it latches the back too. Nope, it did not pull the back. And it did this time. So it took a third time, but it did lock. So yeah, you guys can see that in there. You can see gonna open it again. And it did open. It'll release and open. So this is making it more interesting. So I can command it with the scanner with no issues, but when I try to use it manually or with the switch doesn't work. So this tells me I have no issues with wiring because the scanner will communicate with the battery electrical BCM, right? Send the signal, which is the same that I'm trying to do with the switch or with the handle. But something is not working either inside the door because I am doing it with the handle and nothing happens. And I'm going to slide this door so you guys can see me on the other side. I'm going to get the camera a little closer. Hopefully you guys can see me. I'm going to go on through the front window. I'm going to activate, for those that are not familiar with the Hondas, all you need to do is come and press that handle and that will slide the door completely open, and same thing the other way. So, and this one is, I mean, this side is working 100% perfectly, but what puzzles me a little bit is why is this door working with the scanner perfectly but not with either handle? I can hear the beep beep, which is like the, usually that beep, it sounds when something stops the door from open and closing. So let's get in the scanner. I'm going to move you guys with me. Sorry for the weird capture. I'm going to go over to live data. Yeah, the glare is not so bad, so let me raise you up a little. Trying to get you a better look. Oh, that glare is horrible, right? That's probably better here. Yeah, that's better. All right, so what I want to do is go to live data, see where the switches are responding. So I'm going to power slide door open switches, right power door close switch. We need those. Right remote control switch, not those. Right remote control switch 3. Transmission range position. Oh yeah, we don't need that. Right power slide door main switch. Left rear door lock knob. Right half flash switch. See, it's like a whole bunch of switches. So the left, both main switches are on. I want to do a comparison because that's what you need to do. Right power slide door full light switch is on. Right now the right door is completely shut and the left door is completely open. So there should be a difference in between these two. Left power half switch, and it has switches. See, we do have some switches in here. See, right power slide door half flat switch. This one is on and this one is off. It's okay. So if I shut the door, that should change. I'm doing it manually. I should now change to on, and it did. So that switch is reading right. Let me see what else. Left power slide the full left switch. Lower base switch. You see they have base switch, slide switch, ratchet switch. It's, I mean, they're being really, checking all this stuff on the door. Let me see what else we got. Sliding door base switch. Off, off. Right power slide door switch is on. Right power slide door switch. Door window. Left power sliding door window switch. Yeah, we don't need that. Right power slide door pulse sensor. I want to see if there's any pulse sensor in there. Pulse sensor 2. and unlock command. I mean, it's gonna be so hard to see that. So many things. All right, we have the pinch. Does that interest me? Does the pinch sensor is off now, but magnetic clutch. There's so much to see here. You need a whole screen for this. I wish I had the cable to connect this to the, but this is not a full HDMI. Let me take a look and see 1 second, guys, because I might be able, if this is a full HDMI. Oh, it is a full HDMI. Huh. Oh wow. I didn't know that. So that scanner is a full HDMI. Huh. I mean, the resolution is not the best, but at least now we can see that. That is good. Very good. I can even connect it on the screen that I have outside. I really, really like that. I wonder if I can connect the mouse too. I have another mouse in here. Sorry guys, but this is kind of like new for me too. So I'm trying to connect the mouse so I can control the scanner. All right, guys, I move over to the other screen so you guys can have a better view. And I also want to show something that I've been complaining about, with this Autel scanner, which is very, very nice scanner, but it's very hard to see all the speeds and so on, right? So just to make, sense of what I'm saying is I'm going to just select these four pits, which are the switches, but we have right, left, right, left. I would like to have the right on the top and the left and bottom. I thought it was impossible because I was always trying to like select and then move like I do in the snap on, and that's not the way it does it. So if I want to move the right to the top, I deselect right now with all these pits in here, with only these pits in here, and I click on where it says to top, and now the two right switches are on the top. If I want to make the left ones go on the top, I deselect the right ones, and now the left will go on the top. So I can now check that, which is, I'm touching the screen. All right, I'm just so used to touch screen that it is. But well, what I want to show, because there's so many pits. First, the thing that I want to check is the close switch and the open switch being recognized on the body control module. So I'm going to work on the right side. I'm going to push the close, so which is the second line. As you saw, went from off to on just momentarily because that's all I need to do, right? If I keep it pressed, it's going to stay on, release, and then it goes off. I'm going to open it, and it's the same thing momentarily. Oh, no, it's not opening. Well, and it's seeing it. Let me go and do it manually because I keep the button pressed, and that might set it into. I think it's actually the door locks are closed. Huh, yep, that's what happened. Let me, because that's another thing that I need to check all these door locks. Yeah, I close it. Yeah, that was the issue. All right, I'm opening now. Yeah, door went to open perfectly. It was just a door lock, which I don't really understand why it went to lock. I didn't press that. But so the right side is working good. I'm going to do the same thing with the left side. That's the close. Nothing is happening in the door, but we see the command. I'm going to keep it. You see, it's commanding on, like closing. I do the same thing with the open. So the body control module is seeing that. So this, I can now deselect. I can go over to all. I don't need to know all this because I know that they're all good. Uh, right, remote control switch. Oh, so that means the remote has also switches, but we can see those later. Let me select now a few more pits and I'll be right back. All right, I think I got everything that I need in there. I just select now the pinch sensors or the pinch sensors. I'm trying to activate the left side. It's not doing anything, so I'm going to open the right side, and it's opening. It doesn't show anything on pinch. So it's closing and opening normally, I think, and I'm going over to the right door. I'm going to put an obstruction on the door while it's closing. So I'm opening it right now, fully open it. I'm just guys focusing in there, so I'm going to now close and stop the door in the middle way. So that pinch didn't show anything. Hmm. So that it's not changing no matter what I do. Hmm. So we can disregard these two. They're not doing anything. It's so hard to left rear door, sliding door lock knob. I'm trying to left. All right, guys, I selected everything that I need on the right side and everything that I need on the left side. So I have both windows, or sorry, both doors open complete, kind of. Let's see one thing. Looks like the right side open a lot more than the left side. Maybe it's just a look. Yeah, no, they're open the same. But so I want to compare again. That's all we can do, right? Compare to one side to the other. The status of these has to be the same. So the pulse sensors with the door open, they're all on none. Halfway switch, full switch, door ratchet, bay switch, they're all off. All the pinch sensors and pinch sensor and pulse sensors are off. The stop off, stop. So I have something on, and this is one thing that shouldn't. See, like lock. Let me see if I have that one here. Left rear door, sliding door knob is on. Did the dot come down? Yes. Now it should be off, right? See, that door lock is definitely no good. It still makes no difference. But it's now seen as off, and still the door will not open or close. It just buzz. It does the buzzer every time I press the switch. So all that is off. All sensors none. Pin sensor is off. Command is off. I'm just trying to see if I see any difference, which I truly don't. I think we have a lot more pins on the left than in the right, but we'll see. I mean, I try select all. Going to close the right side. It is closing. So the pulse sensors are being detected, and then detect none. The door base switch went from on and off just at the moment of close. And now with the door closed, everything shows us on and full, half, and ratchet switches. Nothing else. So let me shut the door by hand. And the status is still okay. The status went to on. So wonder if that base switch, at least momentarily, change it. I'm trying to open the door a little bit and close, and the door base switch didn't change. So let's check those pole sensors. I think they're changing too. Yeah, they are. But if you see, let me see, where's the base? I'm a little lost now. Left rear door, unlock command. Yeah, it's like the 4 line or the 3rd line you can see. The base is not changing. This lock knob, I think it's changed. Let me see that. Now I went to off. Double F. All right. The full left switch is not on. Yeah, because it's not. Now is. Ratchet switch is off. I didn't close it completely good. Now it's. But you see the base position switch is not changing. Now I'm going to try to go to the right side. I mean, this is the way you do it, guys. I know it might take a little too much time, but it is. So let's focus on here, on this switch. The door is closed now on the right side. Let's see if it changes as soon as I open it. No, I didn't. The door is now fully closed. I mean, fully open. Now I'm closing it. And I thought I saw that and change it yes as soon as I close it. Yes, you see right there? But now when it opens. So I'm going to do manually that door and see if when I close it, it's not going open. I'm going to turn the main switch off. So I do this manually and I don't affect the operation of that door. Ouch. So I'm now going manually, closing now. And it didn't change either, right? So I am now open the door, all the way open, and closing now. No, it didn't change. See, that's why it's a big difference. So it doesn't get detected when is no electrical operation. I'm down doing electrically, so as you can see the 3 switches on the tab went to off, so the door is completely open. I'm now shutting it off, and you'll see that momentarily that base switch will go to on. Right there. See, it's in the moment that they close, but only electrically. So I cannot go by that. Huh. It's a weird problem here, guys. I can't command it with a scanner, but I don't see anything that catches my attention. Because everything goes the same. Let's forget about this pinch and go to magnetic, release actuator. Let's take a look at that. Release actuator when magnetic clutch is on. And it stays on, right? Power the sliding door with the door open. Now let's command to close, as you can see in there. See, those are important pits right now. We can see, the door command is stop right now because it's fully shut. The magnetic clutch is off because it's fully closed. The release actuator is a stop because all has to be in the stop position since the door is shut. When I open, that's the command. Fully off. So all went to stop because now the door is open. I'm going to close. It's kind of weird. Release. Forward, back, stop. See, that's the closer motor. Only when it's momentarily operated, the release actuator goes from open to stop. Going to close. You will see it's in the downward forward stop. It's fully closed. Now let's try to see if we can find those. So not this, not this. Okay, right here. So this last switches or commands. The command. All right, I'm not getting the command in there. You see that? I'm pushing right now the command to open. All I hear is a beep, but the command is not there. What about with the handle? No command. Okay. So it's no command. All I hear is that beep. All right, so let me deselect the rest of the pits and we're gonna focus on these ones. All right, so just to show you again, I'm on the main switches by the steering wheel. I am commanding now the right door to open. So right now, you see the command went to open. The release actuator went, to open for the moment, for a moment. The door is fully open. Now I'm going to go to close. Look at the top one. It says close. And then it stays on close till like the door goes completely shut. And then you see all the operations of the switches. And obviously, again, going to open. Again, it stays in open till the door goes all the way to open. Gonna shut that door. You see when it closes, that third line or fourth line goes to stop backward. That's the latching motor or closing motor. On the left side, we get absolutely nothing. No command. It doesn't matter where I am. I mean, I can open the door. Doesn't do absolutely anything. The lock is still there on lock, so the command is not there. Hmm. So we have no command either way we press that on the body control module. But I can command with the scanner and the door will open and close. It is weird. So let me check the wire diagram and see a little bit of this and I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I think I found the issue. Well, think. I'm looking at all the switches. Everything is reading good. I can command it with a scanner, but then I want to check this fuel fill door switch. We have the fuel door on this side. So if that is open, I will not let that door open, otherwise I would damage that. So now the door is open. I'm going to shut it close, and I think it's missing a piece where the switch will engage. See, it's not changed. I close it now. Let me show you this. That is still on, and the fuel door is shut. So what I'm going to do is open it again, and I'm going to put something on that switch. Well, I'm going to press it by hand. Right now I'm pushing it now. You see it went to off, and I kind of hear something on the door itself that I can release now. So that's the issue, guys. So let me try to fix or put something, because where the switch pushes in, it uses like a plastic thing, is gone. So let me fix that and I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I want to show you. This is exactly the issue right here. This is where where this door shut, it pushes this switch that is right here, but there's nothing in there. So I'm trying to make something out of, like, I mean, I don't have the right part, so I'm taking a Christmas tree plug. I mean, hopefully I can get it. Yep, I think that's gonna work good. Let me see if the switch goes. Yep. Oh no, it still shows on. It needs a little, like right there. It still shows on. So the door needs to be adjusted as well. I think. No, I need the ignition on. I don't think I can adjust that. So this needs to be just a little snitch out. Can I bend that out a little without hurting the whole door? I'm not sure, because I might have to change that switch. That stays. I mean, I hope you guys can hear. I can hear when I push this, the switch goes to off, but like right there is an off. So the switch just stayed off. Let's see if the door opens. Yes, sir. That's it, guys. See, that's the issue. 100%. So that's the fix. So again, guys, I hope you like the video. I mean, this is a good diagnosis. No parts needed. And that's the way it has to be. Always take care of your customers the most reasonable way. It's fair. They work very hard for their money. I try always to take my time and think correctly to give the right diagnosis. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and Merry Christmas to everybody.